Today is airsoft. So what we are going to talk about today is why I think counting calories is almost pointless, and today is going to be a good demonstration on why I think it is pretty pointless. I don't think counting calories is a good idea long term, but counting calories for your first, if you've never looked at how many calories in a bread roll, and you've never weighed things out, you've never used these are just different tablespoon measures and stuff. If you've never used things like this before and you're trying to, because it tells you milliliters on there as well, so and grammage, and so if you have got no idea what 100 grams of peanut butter looks like, have a look at 100 grams of peanut butter, and I reckon it will surprise you. And the same with everything else. You need to have a basic understanding of what the regular things you eat on a day-to-day basis look like calorie wise, because that's another big misconception is, most people think, oh, there's no calories in that, or there's very little calories in that. Like my uncle, who thought there was very little calories in beer. He thought there was only like 100 or 200 calories in a pint, and it's actually news, and it's nearly 300 calories a pint of lager or ale, but so that's my recommendation is start counting calories, so that you can see what macro breakdown looks like in your meals that you are eating. Obviously, if you are part of my team, then you didn't worry about that, because I do all of that for you. There are a lot of people that have to worry about these things because they can't afford a personal trainer, they don't want a personal trainer, they want to do it by themselves, and that's absolutely fine. There's lots of people out there. I'm one of those people. I've done everything myself. I've learned the hard way. I wish I paid for a personal trainer, and I have had a couple of personal trainers in the past, so I wish I paid for them just to speak to them for an hour, just have a couple of consultations, and get a really I wish I got a basic meal plan and a basic fitness plan. I wish I just started off with the basics, but I didn't, and I'm here today. But it's a good thing that I'm here today in this kind of state of mind, because I have got so much information to give you, and I've done so many things wrong, and I've been able to get myself out of so many situations and so many problems mentally and physically. I'll be able to embark onto you. So yeah, the counting calories is a weird one. As much as everybody needs to have a basic understanding of what their food looks like when it's weighed out versus when it's not weighed out. Like a banana, you look at a banana and you think it's 100 calories. You weigh it and it's 150 grams, and you think, no, there's nowhere near 100 calories. So I just get a really good idea of understanding that. But listening to an app wholeheartedly, I think is wrong. Because the app does not know you, but the app is extremely good in allowing you to understand what different calories look like in different food items, like powdered peanut versus powdered, like powdered peanut butter and normal peanut butter. If you look at the calories versus grammage, it's absolutely insane. And alcohol as well, that's another massive thing with calories, is alcohol. It's empty calories. They don't give you any, absolutely pointless. It's just, unless you're going out and having a few drinks with your friends and getting a bit pissed, and I'd recommend just staying away from it. If you just want a drink, then have non-alcoholic. I'm pretty sure most non-alcoholic beers I've ever looked at are less calories than alcoholic beers. But it depends on where they're made, and anyway, what they're made from, and different bits and bobs. So obviously today, for me, this is a prime example on why I think counting calories is almost pointless. But let me say why I say almost. Right, so I have got no idea how many calories I'm going to burn today running around. I also plan on going to the gym today after I've gone and run around all day in a field. So I have my pedometer on, and I'm just gonna have to sort of guess, and this is where I've stood on food for the past year and a half, is not counting calories. It's just sort of main gaining. And what I mean by that is you find a level of body fat that you're happy with, that you can take your top off and you'll be happy with that. You don't look embarrassed. You don't think you're fat. You don't think you're too skinny. You're happy with yourself, and that's realistically all we need as human beings, just to be happy with ourselves. That if the happiness doesn't come from within, then I don't think you're going to get it externally. You need to just be happy generally day to day in order to make great change in your life, I think. The reason I think this is because you do not need the same amount of calories every single day for when you do different things. Obviously, if you sit around the house all day on a Monday and then Tuesday you're out all day, then your calories are going to be wildly different. So yeah, when we start talking about consistency with eating and moving, they are at the same meal times, the same meals, they're eaten at the same time, the same day. Everything's exactly the same. Your moving's exactly the same. You still get your same amount of steps in a day. You get your workouts in a day. You get this, you get that. So, but that's what I mean. One workout will be more intensive than another workout, and one run might be more intensive than another run. It depends on how tired you are in that given day, how much energy you're going to put into that given task. So there's lots of exercise out there that you can track. Obviously, if you want to track your exercise, you want the numbers perfect, then you really need to be in a gym, and you need to be able to be on the machines where you can physically track your calories, track your time, track absolutely everything. I know the machines aren't necessarily the most accurate, but it's going to be more accurate than running around a forest all day. So this is what I'm doing today. I'm doing airsoft. If you do not know what airsoft is, basically it is a bunch of old men in England, and they do it in America. It's a lot more prominent in America than it is in the UK, but it's a bunch of old guys with plastic guns, and they shoot each other in a forest. It looks a lot better than it sounds. It's like tactical paintball. It's the best way to describe it, tactical paintball, because paintball is just anybody can go, anybody can play, run around, shoot them up, and you'll have good fun. But you can't do that with airsoft, because people get far too into it, and they have vans and just houses just full of just guns, and it's just insane. I love it. I've gotten into it a lot in the past. I have multiple different weapons, and it's always good fun. Especially my dad and my sister are both into it as well. So when we all end up going, it's quite the day, and the day before, prepping all the batteries and prepping all the magazines and stuff. So right, so today I will be carrying a chest plate with my gun. So I'll probably be carrying all of around 10 kilos worth of equipment with me all day today. I will be wearing my watch, so I'll be able to tell you how many steps I ran at the end of the day. I'm running anything, and if I don't hit 10,000 steps, I'll be extremely surprised. It's about a square mile pitch in trees and wilderness and different things, so we'll be running around a lot. It's very, very cold as well, so that's also on my side, layering up. So intuitive eating, that's where I stand on food, and I have done for the past over a year, is just intuitive eating. So when I'm hungry, I go and eat. I try not to snack. That's my biggest recommendation when sort of eating at your own free will, is try not to snack. Obviously, I have worked out my calories. I know how many calories I need in a day, roughly within a 200 or 300 calorie range. So I'm nice and tight on that. And so I try not to go over that. That's like my limit. If I have a limit in any given day, unless I'm really hungry. Obviously, I am trying to lose weight at the moment, so I need to be in a calorie deficit. So I need to make sure my meals are very, very voluminous, they're very, very big, they're full of fiber, they're very, very filling. And so when I come to get hungry, I'll always have a pint of water before I eat. End of story. And then I'll wait, and then I might have an appetite suppressor. It all depends on what I'm doing as well. I try not to buy anything in a shop. So if I have, yesterday, prime example, I was out with a dog walk with my friend, and went back to hers, had a cup of coffee, and I almost ordered food, like a takeaway, to hers. because I ate at like 8 o'clock in the morning and then didn't eat. This was at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. And I hadn't eaten anything. I'd trained, I'd done my 10,000 steps, I'd been on the walk, and yeah, I was absolutely famished. So, but I didn't. I ended up having a cup of coffee and a nice big pint of water, and that was enough to sort of get me home and get a proper nice food in me. I ended up having 2 massive, great big burritos, which that's why I like getting home and getting food that I cook for myself, because I can make it. The calories I can adjust myself. I can have cheese, I can not have cheese, I can have butter, I can not have butter. You know, there's loads of different high calorie things that you can take out when cooking at home that you can't take out when buying a pre-cooked ready meal or something like that. So yeah, get home, get some really good food. Like today, I'm taking all my own food. I'm not going to a shop or getting a burger van or anything. Like there's intuitive eating smart and there's intuitive eating just stupid. Like, yes, I don't know how many calories I'm going to burn today. If I run around all day, I'm going to be really cold. If I carry as much stuff as I can and I go to the gym tonight, if I walk to the gym as well, you know, I probably could eat whatever I wanted today. I do plan to take a chocolate bar with me today, but that one, if you've never had that, it's extremely nice. So yeah, you know, enjoyment in different ways. Like, I might have a takeaway tonight, but even if I have it, it'll still be a chicken wrap or something, you know, or I might make my own pizzas. You know, I've made my own food to take with me today. You know, I've made my own sandwiches. I'm taking apples and bananas and, you know, loads of fruit. I've got chicken sandwiches and stuff. So my meals are still not that vastly different. They're just, my meals aren't different at all. I'm just going to probably be eating more today. But it's the intuitive side of things, is you have to just wait until you're really hungry. Eat good, healthy, voluminous meals that are low in calories, and you can't really go wrong. Generally speaking, most people who I've done this, who I've sort of helped through, who didn't want coaching, they just wanted some advice, and that was the biggest advice I could give them, is eat 4 meals a day. Eat one about half an hour after you wake up, but before an hour after you've woken up. Top recommendation. Pint of water in the morning. And so I like something sweet and savoury in the morning. So I used to eat twice. When I was tracking my calories and I could nail it down specifically, I'd eat twice in the morning. I'd wake up and I'd have bacon, eggs and a slice of toast. Literally, that's it. I'd have 2 bits of streaky bacon, an egg or 2 eggs, and then on 1 bit of toast. Or if, you know, if I was burning a lot of calories that day, I would have 2 bits of toast, and then I'd have a little bowl of cereal, which was actually really nice. But cereal was really high in calories, unnecessarily high in calories. Even the really nice, I used to make like protein Cocoa Pops, which are really nice, but there's very little nutrients in them, you know, unless you add fruit and stuff. So calorie counting apps are fantastic for you to understand what calories look like when they're on a plate. I think they're really good for people who have never looked at calories before, never even entertained it. I think it's a really good idea to understand what a calorie looks like, and how it affects your body differently, because everybody will metabolize that calorie differently, whether it's a calorie of fat, calorie of protein, calorie of carbs, and it will do different things for different people. So yeah, I think that's pretty encompassing, isn't it, of counting calories and why they're almost. So yeah, I've got no idea how many calories I'm going to burn today. I'm just going to have to eat intuitively, and this is realistically, people get so worried about what they eat in a day and how they do this and how they do that, and you know, it's just like, don't worry about it, just enjoy life. We're just, you know, we're just here to flip and enjoy ourselves, aren't we? Like, I think so. Like, and you know, if you're not enjoying yourself, then you need to do something about your life to enjoy it. My shoulder has been hurting hard recently. I don't know what I've done to it. It's all the handstands, I think. Getting back training 7 days a week. These niggles come back hard. It's not fun. Ooh. Right, let's go play some airsoft. Oh, so excited. Right, let's go.
Right, anyone not played airsoft before? Nice. Right then, guys. Airsoft is when you get hit by the first BB, hands in the air, nice and loud, hit or hit. make sure you can see round the corner, you can see down the gun at all times whilst firing. All clear on that one? Yeah. All clear on that one? Yeah. Cheers guys, thank you.
Can you hear me? We could be legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired. In the stars.
Oh, hey!
This is the world you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it. The end is in our sights. The future is already here. No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed. Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself. I can see the end inside. 3, 2, 1. Hardwired.
Bravo! Over the top of me! Over the top of me! Can you see anyone? I can't reach that. Oh. hard, you're too hard.
Disconnect.
There's so many down there.
They're everywhere.
We need to try and make a push for the next. What house is clear?
Yeah.
One roll. His face, the hot there.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
Taking me so damn long, it's fading from belief. I need to slow this down, it's burning from beneath.
Hey mate, I'm gonna need to reload my truck. Can you cover me? Just here. Going over. For you? Oh, hold on. There we go. Yeah! Have it done! Oh, that was so much fun! Oh no, I didn't. I was going past the tree line and that was it. Oh, hey! Oh yeah, no, it was. On the left hand side. You know. Where did that come from? Hey! Get on moving! That's why everyone keeps going for it. Yeah. All the blues keep going for it. In the book. Let's lay some cover for them. There we are, they're moving, they're moving. Wah! Hit! I saw that one in my hand.
I kept switching my
Nice.
all empty.
Oh no!
Hello and welcome. That is the day done. Airsoft, always good fun. I love airsoft. It is extremely good fun. Just to finish off today, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you can now sort of see that I've done a total of about 10,000 steps today and I'm going out for dinner tonight. So realistically, counting calories is very beneficial provided you don't go over the top and you don't restrict yourself and restrict what you do in your life. We're not here for very long. We need to make sure we utilize every moment we can and just have good fun. I had so much fun today, and the last thing I'm worrying about is how many calories I'm consuming today, because I know that I have just burnt a butt ton running around, screaming, shouting. Now I'm working out. Like I said, I'm going out tonight. So that's the plan. We're here to enjoy life, and yeah, you have to just think about the calories, and you can't predict how many calories you're going to consume in a day. You can't predict what's going to happen in your day. So provided that you have a basic understanding of calories and what things look like in terms of like 15 grams of peanut butter, what is that? It's a tablespoon. You know, what calories is that? Do you know that off the top of your head? Like, you know, it's 89 calories for a tablespoon of peanut butter. You know, a banana on average can be anywhere, but that's the problem. Let's see, bananas can be anywhere from 50 calories to 200 calories. I've had a 300 calorie banana before. It was bigger than my head. It was enormous. So you just can't predict these things. So, you know, if you want to have the most fun and obviously do the best in life, join my team, because I'm going to be able, then I'll be able to do it all for you, and it's my concern then, it's not yours. So yeah, really hope you took something away. I really hope that today is just, it's not a particularly informative video today, it's more entertainment, but there isn't really much ground to cover in terms of calories. You either have the calories or you don't have the calories. But my main message today is don't hyperfixate on having 2,400 calories a day or 3,000 calories a day, and you need to hit those calories and you can't have any more. Don't fixate on things like that. Okay, just enjoy life. Don't go over the top. Obviously, you know, we all know what going over the top is. So yeah, just use some common sense. Eat healthy. 5 meals a day, 5 fruit and veg portions, and you should have 1 in every single meal. Provided you're hitting your 5 a day and you're getting nice, healthy, nutritional meals in every single day, then the consistency will come. Your body weight, your body fat percentage will come down. You'll be able to build the muscle you want to build. But yeah, hope you have fun today. Tune in for the next one. I shall see you then.